guys so much for tuning back into my channel. Today's video is going to be a reading for all of you beautiful Cancers out there. Sun, Moon, and Rising for your August 2020 guidance. Now, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate. And if they don't, that is perfectly fine. And you may feel called to check out another reading for another zodiac sign that's very represented within your chart. All right, so getting into it, you guys, I definitely feel lots and lots and lots of change that you guys have been experiencing right now as you're watching this, or that you may experience throughout the month of August here. Now, the overall energies here, you guys do have angel number 2, the waiting game, and you have angel number 5, obstacles and challenges. Okay, so I do feel here with the waiting game, I do feel that there's something that you guys feel that you don't have control over. Some of you may be waiting some sort of decision. Ultimately, whatever it may be, I feel that you guys assume, or either it actually is that the ball is in somebody else's court for something to happen, right? Because underneath the waiting game here, you guys have the Tower and you have the 5 of Swords. So with these two energies here, you know, the Tower is that unexpected change that just comes unexpectedly. Like the bricks just suddenly start falling down to the ground. All hell broke loose and you're just like, what the heck is happening, right? But of course, you know, when change comes in, okay, you guys do also have the change card from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck here. When that change comes in, when that thunder comes in, when, you know, when stuff hits the fan, you know, we can't always stop that from happening, but we can control how we react to it, right? So I do feel here with the 5 of Swords that it actually is taking a toll on you mentally, or that you may be called to really kind of reassess how you are reacting to change in your life, how you receive change, you know, your receptivity to change that comes in. I do also feel here for you, Cancers, that throughout the month of August, you may be pushed towards having more faith in the things that you plant seeds for. Because with the waiting game here, I mean, this is about patience and having to wait things out, see how something's going to turn out. Because again, you know, the ball may not be in your court, but maybe you've done everything that you needed to do to, you know, all you can do until that jurisdiction comes, or until that decision is made, or until you wait to hear a decision, whatever it is, right? So I do feel here that with this 5 of Swords energy coming in here underneath the waiting game, and again, the 5 of Swords energy is that mental conflict, that, you know, wondering what you should do. I do feel that with the waiting game here, I feel a call for you guys to really believe in yourself and believe in the things that you have planted. Believe in the seeds that you have planted, okay? They will be fruitful. But I do feel here that, you know, you may be just overthinking it too much. You may be stressing over it too much, which could lead to you being burnt out, Cancers, honestly. All right, and then going here to obstacles and challenges. Underneath here, you guys have the 4 of Swords and you have the 9 of Cups here. So I do feel here that, again, I feel that there's a need to just really just put a knife in it, okay, for the overthinking, for really trying to overplan or overanalyze certain things, okay? Because you guys do have the assessing card here. And with this, I do feel that there's a need for you guys to really assess what is it that may needs to change. What is it that needs to stay? You know, how can you better yourself? How can you turn, you know, these lemons into lemonade? All right. But I do feel here that Spirit is saying when it comes to your mental state, because we're talking with Swords, we are talking about your mentality, your mental state, right? So I do feel here mentally, you may be working too hard. You may be really just overanalyzing, overthinking, you know, looking into things deeper than what they really are. When there needs to be this call for surrender. There needs to be this call for faith. You may have to take a leap of faith that's going to help you obtain this happiness here with the 9 of Cups. Because that 9 of Cups here is that newfound happiness, you know, the happiness that we have recently acquired, that has recently been, you know, fell into our lap, that we have been blessed with. Wow. Cancers. Another message that's really coming through here, especially, I mean, you guys have the Tower and change. You know, again, I do really feel like this is a call for you guys to really gain more mental stability. So things may be happening throughout the month of August to you, well, for you to gain more mental stability. I'm not gonna lie to you, Cancers. It may be a little bit difficult. It may be a little bit dark. It may really be very taxing. Could really be testing your patience. I feel that a lot of you could be putting you into a place that you never thought you would be at before. But you're going to get through it. At the end of the day, you're going to get through it. Of course, we're always going through this cycle of ever-changing energy, right? But it's important for you to be able to accept change, because I feel that some of you may have been in such a comfortable space. You know, you were so familiar with something, and then unexpectedly something happened to where it now takes you out of your comfort zone. But that's literally like God pushing you to do something greater, to be something greater, to move towards something that's meant for you, okay? Where you're staying at right now is a little bit too comfortable for you, and you're not growing. Wow. And the next part you guys have here, you have angel number 15, action. Okay, so with this, I do feel here that they're saying, you know, again, with assessing and action, it's like you guys have been, you know, thinking, but then maybe you're kind of contemplating, well, is this a good decision? Is this not a good decision? Like, should I go left? Should I go right? Like, should I go option A, option B, X, Y, or Z? Like what option should I go with? You know, it's like you're creating all these different scenarios, different plans, these different plans. Like, well, if plan A doesn't work, then I'm going to go with plan B, and then plan C, and so on and so forth. But you're not taking any action towards it. Okay, you know, maybe not be so much caught up in your head and actually start taking the necessary moves that you need to make in order to get to a certain space that you want to be. Now, for some of you, I do feel here that this is dealing with like relationships. And I'm not saying necessarily like romantic, which it could be, but I do feel here it's more so like with friends, with families. Also your environment is something that I'm hearing as well. But there's something that you're just feeling very comfortable in that I'm just feeling you need to take that leap of faith on. You know, just because the road may be looking a little bit dark right now doesn't mean that along the way you won't have a lamp handed to you, that you won't find a candle, or, you know, you won't have like just some sort of light leading you that you're going to find along the way. But I do definitely feel here that there's definitely some, you're overworking, you're overthinking. It's definitely what I'm feeling. Some of you could be, really get into a state to where you're kind of overworking to where you're counterproductive. But for majority of you, I do feel that it's really your mental state that's really blocking you, because it's blocking, you know, you stressing over if this is going to work, or if that's going to work, or, you know, what you should do next, and not actually just taking action and just doing it, just doing the dang thing. Then it's kind of, you know, blocking your creativity along the way. It's kind of blocking, you know, new fruitions to come into your life. It's kind of blocking that new energy to come in, you know. But ultimately, I do kind of feel here that there's something that's going to be, I do feel like that something's going to be ruled in your favor here, Cancers. I do. I do feel here that there's something that is going to turn out in your favor that is something you may have not expected. I'm hearing that you may hear it from somebody that you may not expect it from. Let's see. I'm going to get some more information on this. God, what guidance do you have for Cancers, Sun, Moon, and Rising for August of 2020? Please and thank you. Wow, look at this. Back of the deck energy here is nothing will come of this situation. Void of course moon. And that energy there literally is that stagnant energy. Like I was kind of feeling earlier, like you guys are kind of comfortable at a certain space or a certain relationship, a certain environment, a certain routine that's just, it's not helping you grow. Okay, let's see what we have here. So you guys have, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Okay, you guys also have conclusions are within reach. Again, like I said, I feel like that something's going to be ruled in your favor that you may not be expecting, but definitely it's going to be making, you know, this change in these tower moments feel a little bit easier, feel a little bit lighter. Now, I'm not trying to scare you guys or anything with, you know, changing the tower energy. I actually see it as a blessing, you know, because it's breaking down those old foundations that were built on horrible bricks, a horrible foundation, you know. So you're being able to rebuild on a much stronger foundation, you know, the best bricks. All right, so do not fret. You know, whenever, you know, you see the Tower energy here, see it as a blessing, okay? Because every time when one door closes, another door opens, okay? Best believe. It may seem like it's dark in the moment, you know, or even like right now as you're watching this, you know, this reading, but please do not be afraid of that, you know? Yes, it may be difficult to get through, but you're going to get through it, and there's going to be so many blessings that come after this. There's so many blessings going to come after this, literally. All right, but yes, what conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse, I definitely feel that's what it is. I definitely feel that some sort of jurisdiction, some of it could even be like a court case or, you know, some sort of court hearing, a legal matter that you could be waiting on here that you're actually going to, you know, get a hearing for, get a decision for, that I do feel here is going to be in your favor. And next you guys have hold your vision, fixed moon. Wow. Yeah, so like I was saying, I feel that call for faith coming in again for you Cancers for the month of August. I do feel here that Spirit is pushing you to say, hey, you know, this change had happened, accept it and learn how you can turn this into a positive situation and how you can grow from it. You know, where do you know, see yourself? You know, where are you trying to go? If you're plotting or, you know, making all these different plans, you know, that's bringing in more, you know, mental conflict and, you know, mental chaos into your mind, what's your end goal? You know, why do you think that that's not going to work out? Why do you keep having to make so many plans because you think that the first plan may not work? What is that feeling that you're trying to get to? Or what is that tangible goal that you're trying to get to? And hold that. Work towards that. Put the action towards that instead of putting the action towards just trying to make a plans in case something doesn't work out. Okay? But I'm definitely feeling here of making that leap of faith and having more, you know, balance, calming the mind, turning the mind down, turn the volume down on your mind a little bit during the month of August here, Cancers, okay? Wow. But don't let pride get in your way. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. You know, if you may have been neglecting some sort of decision or, you know, like I said, doing things that are kind of counterproductive, you know, because you may not, you know, pride may be getting away from you, stopping from talking to a person or from, you know, sitting down, telling somebody how you feel or accepting, you know, that maybe you made a mistake or something of that sort. And it's blocking you from growing. It's blocking you from moving in the direction that you want to. All right. But lastly, I'm going to pull some angel therapy oracle cards here to see what closing messages Spirit has for you, Cancers. All right. Divine power, divine spirit, love, and light. What closing messages do you have for Cancers? Sun, moon, and rising for their August 2020 guidance. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see what we have here. So you guys have, Ascended Masters. It says powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over and guiding you. Absolutely, especially through this Tower energy, you know, and the change card here. Definitely, they're with you. You're not alone through this, okay? Like I said, you're going to get through it, and there's something that's going to be ruled in your favor, all right? You know, the thing about the Tower moment that happens within our lives is that usually we're, you know, we get nudges from, you know, our Ascended Masters. You know, an Ascended Master could be like your spirit guide. Like you may have an Ascended Master as your spirit guide or just working really closely with you throughout the month of August or right now as you're watching this reading, you know, and it's like they may be like nudging you, you know, or you may be seeing signs of synchronicities, but you're ignoring them. So then that's when, you know, divine intervention got to come in and say, hey, if you're not going to do it, then, you know, it's time for a change. You know, it's time for a shakeup. And I'm going to have to do it for you since you are ignoring the signs. And so, you know, when this happens, it's always for our betterment, you know. The tower crumbled down for a reason, okay? It wasn't sturdy, okay? The foundation was not sturdy. It was not built, you know, in quality. So it's time for it to be torn down and to be rebuilt on a much stronger foundation, a much firmer foundation as well. But you're not walking with this alone. You're not walking on this journey alone. You're not going through this alone, okay? You have ascendant masters here that are literally watching over you and guiding you, all right? So next what you guys have here is cancel, clear, delete. Wow. Use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. Absolutely. Like I said, Five of Swords, you know, that if you're feeling that sense of, you know, defeated, if you're feeling defeated, if you're feeling like, you know, things just never work out for you, or if you're saying negative things about yourself or speaking them onto your life or, you know, your future, like the card said, ask the angels to cancel those you know, negative thinkings that you had in the past so that it don't manifest into form in the future here. You know, it's easy for us to fall into this Five of Swords energy, this mental conflict, mental chaos, this sense of indecisiveness, you know, just lower vibrational energies whenever we are going through changes and transformations, and things are very, very uncomfortable. And so it's normal for you to feel that way. But the thing is, you know, we can't stay there. You know, we can't stay there in that moment. And that's when, you know, whenever we get too comfortable with, you know, maybe having a pity party, or, you know, we just see ourselves just diving so deeply into negative thinking and negative thoughts, is when, you know, Spirit is saying, cancel, clear, and delete it. It don't belong here. All right. Next card you guys have here is mediumship. Wow. So it says you have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. Wow. So you guys may be called to push towards that during the month of August. Some of you may already have known that, is what I'm also hearing, in that you may have been neglecting that gift. You may have been neglecting that gift, and now this Tower energy, this change is coming in that's actually going to push you towards it. Okay. Some of you may actually begin to do like just channeling, you know, not necessarily, it could be tarot or oracle reading, but I do feel like you guys may be very gifted or very, you know, special channeler, you know, channeling certain energies for loved ones, or, you know, doing it for YouTube, or, you know, on social media, or maybe selling that as a service, or whatever it may be, just, or even just to bring more solace, to bring more clarity into your life, whatever that may be. I do feel here that some of you may begin to discover your gift of mediumship, or some of you already know that you have it, but you're gonna be pushed more towards it during the month of August here. And the last card you guys have here is Archangel Michael. I love this card. It says you're working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through this situation. That's so beautiful. And you know, if you can see, like, he has that huge sword, right? Archangel Michael has a sword that can cut away soul ties, right? So again, like how I was kind of saying, I feel like you guys, it's dealing like relationships. Whether it's romantic, platonic, friends, you know, family, whatever, whoever, or, you know, it may be. Some of you may need to cut off some soul ties with people, and Archangel Michael could be working with you to help you, you know, release those soul ties. You know, some of you could be battling, you know, like a child support case or a custody case, divorce, anything like that, that is, you know, really kind of bugging you out. It's really kind of stressing you out here, and you're just kind of like waiting for a call here. But you have to remember, you have 9 of Cups. You have 9 of Cups. So I do feel here the ruling is going to be made in your favor. It's definitely going to be made in your favor here. I mean, you are definitely spiritually supported, to say the least, Cancers, throughout the month of August. But you just have to, you know, maintain balance of your mind, you know, make sure you know, try to stay as sane as possible, you know, turn on the volume in your mind, so it's not just always just going rampant, going crazy, you know. Take a break, take a breather, you know, stop, relax, breathe. And if you need to make a decision about something, you know, stop and just think it through. Really just think it through, and don't feel like you have to be in such of a rush for the perfect decision, okay? Well, all right, Cancers, that is all that I have for your reading. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and comment down below if it resonated with you. Thank you guys so much for watching this reading. Sending you guys tons and tons of love and light. And as always, keep faith and keep going. Bye, guys.